Ryan White starts on pole position with Jensen Hookie alongside Max Taddy and Theo Bradshaw in front of Jensen White and Ralphie Branscombe. Then it's Sam Green Gomez and Fenton Stoneman, Ashley Harzay and Bella Fairclough, Ed Spain and Kevin Ivanov are on row number 6. Joshua Sullivan starts 13th in the number 13, with Cameron tipping for company on row 7, Alfie Forrester and Larry Price and all BSR row number 8 in front of Archie Cannon and Ella Dixon on row 9. Then it's Samuel Yeadon and William Howard, George Ralston and Ronnie Legg, Freddie Housego and Charlie Stapleton on row number 12. Matthew Plant starts 25th, Lewis Gilbert in 26th, with Morgan Cooney and Jacob Leathenby. Carter Chamberlain and Otto Amy on row number 15. In front of Thomas Battershill, Luke Jardine and Max Housego. We've got support coming in from Kaylee Rennie for saying good luck to the Housego brothers and Ralphie Branscombe. I think we've got one of the Housegos out there. I will have check that in a few moments' time. It looks like that is the case. And Sam Hayes on as well, saying good luck to Joshua Sullivan. So all of our runners rolling round into position. Luke Jardine's going to roll the number 10 in. Oh, no, we have got both Housegos. Max is just bringing the number 38 cart round into position. So the final runner is just making his way up onto the back of the pack. He's in position. Marshall just making his way towards the back of the grid as our helpers are feverishly trying to exit through the gate to the left of the circuit. Keep an eye out for the man in the yellow ear defenders to put the board up in the air. Then we have a look for the red light. They extinguish. We're away and racing. It's a good start from Ryan White on pole position as they make the run down. Max Taddy's got to the inside of Jensen Hookie and he's looking to try and get through. Hookie closes the door. Rest of the field then streaming down. Looks like everybody's made it through the chicane at the first time of asking. They're all squeezing to the inside. And there's contact. That looks like Bella Fairclough is forced wide at the chicane. We'll keep an eye out for where everybody else is. We've got one of the Housegos bouncing across the grass. Ryan White, though, leading the way. As they've got more contact from William Howard facing slightly sideways. Thomas Battershill's in there as well. He's managed to make his way through. There's a move down the inside. That looks like Ashley Harzay getting down the inside of Joshua Sullivan at the far end of the circuit at the Stewart-Essers. As they make their way then down the hill for the first time. Ryan White has got a big gap here from Jensen Hookie, Max Taddy, Theo Bradshaw, and Ralphie Branscombe is down the inside of Theo Bradshaw. Sam Green Gomez is down the inside as well. And then we've got Ashley Harzay, Fenton Stoneman, Joshua Sullivan, Ed Spain, Alfie Forrester, Jensen White, Cameron Tipping, Larry Price, George Ralston as well, and that pretty much sorts out about the top 15 in front of Samuel Yeadon and Archie Cannon. We're 3 wide in the background for 5th place. They're still trying to sort themselves out as Cam Tipping then cuts back to the inside, trying to get into Jensen White's slipstream. They're all going to have to work together now to close in on Ryan White here. He's managed to pull out a gap of 1.3 seconds at the beginning of this race. Sam Green Gomez down the inside. He's going to take 2 as Jensen White tries to do exactly the same to Alfie Forrester up at the Stewart-Essers. They're battling it out right in front here. There's a huge gaggle. Let's have a quick look. Bradshaw in front of Ivanov. Then it's Spain. Sam Green Gomez forced wide by Ed Spain in the 72. It was Ashley Harzay who was in the middle with Fenton Stoneman. Then Green Gomez was forced wide by Ed Spain in the 72. That allowed Sullivan to come through and try and get alongside, and he did on exit. Almost got Ed Spain as well. The door, though, closed by Spain up to the hairpin at McRae's. But one of the Zip Karts looking slow on exit there. Looks like that could have been Ashley Harzay because it looks like Fenton Stoneman has managed to find a way through. Stoneman, who's removed his grey body warmer for this one. Looks like the action is warm enough for the driver of the 48. Ryan White, though, with a gap of just under a second now from Jensen Hookie. Hookie starting to close back in ever so slightly on Ryan White with Max Taddy for company. Rest of the field behind. Branscombe has managed to break through and break away from Theo Bradshaw, who is now coming under pressure from Kevin Ivanov. Just a little bit further back, Alfie Forrester defending hard from Jensen White. Cameron Tipping just a little bit behind, surveying what's going on as the field runs down towards McRae's. Still 7 minutes to go. This lap then from Max Taddy into Iredale's. Taddy in third place. Just about see him up there on the back of Jensen Hookie. That's what Hookie's going to need. He's going to need pushing along by a charging Max Taddy. Sam Green-Gomez clatters the curb as Bella Fairclough now starting to make her way through, and there's contact there with Thomas Battershill and the number 12 machine of Charlie Stapleton. As Fairclough starting to make her way back through the field. Top 10 though, as it stands: White, Hookie, Taddy, Branscombe, Bradshaw, Ivanov, Stoneman, Haase, Spain, Sullivan. Looks like we've got timing back for all of our drivers. I think that could have been what the delay was down there. They could have been taking working transponders off some carts, putting them on the others. Sullivan looks over his shoulder left and right. Nobody there. Sam Green-Gomez turns into Alfie Forrester there down the straight. Not sure how that'll be looked at, but Forrester tried to just draw alongside. Sam Green-Gomez turned the steering wheel aggressively at Alfie Forrester as they went down that middle straight towards Iredale's, then go slightly wide. We'll keep with this one for the time being, because Alfie Forrester desperately trying to find a way past Sam Green-Gomez. Down the inside he goes into the right-hander at St. John's. Sam Green-Gomez then on the outside. He's going to have to slot back in between Alfie Forrester and Jensen White. Now forces Forrester wide, just looking out the corner. Max Taddy is through on Jensen Hookie up into second place. White, Taddy, Hookie, Branscombe, Bradshaw, Ivanov, Stoneman, Haase, Spain and Sullivan. Your top 10. There they are, pretty much all of them, with the exception of Ryan White, who is out at the front by 1.6 seconds. Ralphie Branscombe in P4, quite lonely at the moment. Just looking for them to reappear at the far end of the circuit. Ryan White coming down, still wringing the neck out of his kart. Still trying to open up a gap, 1.6 seconds. I'm sure he's going to be given the an instruction out there on the pit wall that he's got a bit of a gap. So they come through just in the background. That's Sullivan finding a way past Ed Spain. That'll promote him up into 9th place. Ashley Haase with the fastest lap, currently in 8th place, just in front of them. Then they've got quite a big gap behind them there, because now Sam Green-Gomez is back in front of Alfie Forrester and Jensen White. Sullivan with a hand signal, not sure that he needs that. They need to work together to close back up. They've got to hope that these two in front continue to battle, which they are. Spenton Stoneman down the inside of Ashley Haase. Haase, though, on a charge because he's at the fastest lap last time round. Now starting to close in. That kart coming good for him in the tail end of this race. Still 4 minutes remaining at the front. The gap out to 1.7 seconds for your race leader, Ryan White. Jensen Hookie and Max Taddy still nose to tail for second and third place respectively. Then it's Branscombe, Bradshaw, Ivanov, Haase in front of Stoneman. Now up into 7th place as the field making their way through. Then it's Sam Green-Gomez. He's managed to pull away from Alfie Forrester. Jensen White, George Ralston, Cameron Tipping. They can't make out who the other driver is out of the window, but just in front of them it's Larry Price. It's Archie Cannon in 15th. Another driver racing out of the BSR awning. Sullivan and Stoneman. Down the back straight they go. Closing up into the slipstream. Looks like Sullivan tried half a move down the inside of Stoneman. Stoneman closed the door. Once again, this is where they are making their way through. The field starting to spread out a little bit more in the middle part of this. Contact warning for the 27 of William Howard and also for the 16 of Ella Dixon being shown on the overhead gantry. Sullivan and Stoneman side by side over start finish, exchanging a little bit of side pod. That's going to lose them a little bit of time for both of them. Caught that in the back of the camera. Ashley Haase with another fastest lap in 7th place. Absolutely flying in this final. Can he get into the top 5? Not too far now off the back of Kevin Ivanov, Theo Bradshaw, and they've reeled in Ralphie Branscombe. Looks like Branscombe's tyres have gone off towards the end of this race. Ralphie Branscombe reeled in by Theo Bradshaw. Kevin Ivanov and Ashley Haase right on the back of this. Fenton Stoneman is back past Joshua Sullivan. Ed Spain rounds out your top 10. The field streams down the hill once again. 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining in this final, plus 1 lap. Branscombe under pressure. Down the inside comes Bradshaw. Branscombe could get hung out here on the outside because Ivanov is through as well. And Ashley Haase is going to sweep round the outside. And in the blink of an eye, Ralphie Branscombe goes from 4th down into 7th place. Contact warning for Theo Bradshaw being shown on the overhead gantry. He's alongside Ivanov. Ivanov waves him back into position. Ivanov wanting to push away from Ashley Haase. And Ralphie Branscombe in the background. Looks like Ed Spain made a move down the inside there on Joshua Sullivan. He did. He's up into 9th place. Sullivan drops down into P10. Bradshaw, though, back now up in front of this train in 4th place. The leaders making their way down. There is some lap traffic just in front of them as Jensen Hookey slides past Max Taddy for 2nd place. And then Max Taddy comes straight back at Jensen Hookey. 50 seconds remaining as they come over the line. Lap times at 54 seconds. Hookey managing to hold on. There's more moves going on in the background behind this battle. And then looking out the window as well, it looks like the rest of the field's caught back up with Sam Green Gomez in 11th place. He's holding off a train now all the way down to Samuel Yeadon in 16th place. 7 karts battling it out from 11th down into P16. Stoneman then leading this battle on screen from Sullivan and Spain. We wait for this battle to come in. There's Sam Green Gomez in the blue cart, and there's contact from George Ralston into the back of Jensen White. Will that slow him down? Because it's going to put Larry Price to the inside. Cameron Tipping just behind. Samuel Yeadon in the green car. Then Alfie Forrester tries a move on Sam Green Gomez into the right-hander at the far end of the circuit. There's some more lap traffic for the leaders to navigate at the moment. They're all making their way through. Final lap for Ryan White. Has a gap of 3 seconds at the head of this field as Alfie Forrester, Sam Green Gomez still leading the way, holding back a plethora of karts from Alfie Forrester. That's Jensen White, George Ralston, Larry Price, Cameron Tipping and Samuel Yeadon, all trying to find a way through on Sam Green Gomez. Gomez goes deep into the corner. Forrester draws alongside. Can he make the move? He's going to white line it all the way down for 11th place. This is going on. Contact into the back. They all sort of concertina together as Samuel Yeadon tries to get alongside Cameron Tipping. Ryan White, though, already heading towards the final corner. Here's Ryan White. White's going to take victory here at Rowrah. A superb run from Ryan White. Then it's going to be Jensen Hookey from Max Taddy, Theo Bradshaw, Kevin Ivanov, Ralphie Branscombe. Then it's the 17 of Haase, Spain, Fenton Stoneman and Joshua Sullivan rounding out the top 10. Who's going to get 11th? This contact. Alfie Forrester tipped into a spin. Jensen White is 11th. Then it's Gomez, Price, Ralston, Cameron Tipping, Samuel Yeadon and Alfie Forrester crossing the line, having been tipped into a spin in the final corner. Finishes just behind Ronnie Legg in 18th place. Dixon and Freddie Houseago round out the top 20 in front of William Howard, Matthew Plant, a recovering Bella Fairclough. And then it's Lewis Gilbert, Otto Amy, Morgan Cooney, Charlie Stapleton, Jacob Leathenby, Max Houseago, Luke Jardine, and then Kart Chamberlain and Thomas Battershill. Jensen White being shown down the order in 30, with the number 30 in 33rd place, although he was up there just in front. I think he finished P11 where Sam Green Gomez was. So our Honda Cadets then making their way off. A frantic race for Honda Cadet for everybody with the exception of Ryan White, who at the front of this field has drove off into the distance to win by 4.5 seconds.